Right then, welcome to the first playthrough of Democracy 3 Africa. I am Cliff Harris, or Cliff Ski. I am the programmer of Democracy 3 and the kind of like the guy behind everything. I'm not the designer of Democracy 3 Africa, that is Jeff Sheen from Stargazy. So this is going to be quite interesting because this is the first time I'm actually playing through the simulation as you will play it, so it's kind of a bit of a mystery to me. So it's almost like a let's play of a game that people will probably presume I've designed, so it's kind of going to be a little bit strange. It is not finished and it is not at all balanced, so I know from a quick check that it is impossibly hard, but this is the first look at it. So it's obviously visually it's a little bit different. You can see down here we've still got icons from the expansion packs for Democracy 3, and the plan is that they will still work. So you only need to buy them once, and you know, you can have extremism in Africa or clones and drones in Africa, whatever. Anyway, let's just have a quick look at it. And there's new music and everything. I've turned the music right down so you can hear my wonderful voice. It also might crash because, you know, in development. So here are all the new countries: Mauritius, Ghana, Senegal, Zambia, Kenya, Nigeria, Egypt. Have I missed any? I don't think I have. So they're all very different. I have tried Nigeria very briefly before recording this and it was impossible. So let's try that again. Population 174 million. Pretty low rate of literacy, incredibly low life expectancy. It's going to be easy. So, you know, let's just go with the defaults and see what happens. Like I say, it is not balanced, so it's kind of going to be chaos. Yep, it's going to be bad. Hardly any GDP, health a mess. We're good at crime and we're good at poverty. Excellent. Oh my god. Bit of a GUI glitch there. We've got an extra group now, so that needs tweaking. So if you've played Democracy 3 before, you'll notice that obviously like interface stuff is different. And there's a loads of things you won't recognise. So for example, religious persecution. This is a new thing. You won't recognise a lot of the icons here. Law courts backlog going bananas, I notice, from crime. Crime's just an absolute disaster at this point. So there's kind of new everything. There's new policies, there's new situations, there's new things being tracked, like the informal sector. I presume we're talking gender inequality. Yep, population growth, which people have always wanted in the game. So there's a lot of new stuff to get to grips with. Infrastructure, foreign investment. Foreign investment being separate from foreign aid, obviously. So, like, where to start? It's kind of terrifying. So let's have a look who's really unhappy. If I go to popularity in a detail polls, there's some missing colours here, but let's not care. So Conservatives clearly very unhappy. Very, very unhappy. Basically because crime has gone absolutely bananas. Sexuality discrimination. See, so there's kind of like new stuff happening everywhere. What's the best way to fix this? It's kind of shocking, isn't it? Just how the country is going to be in a mess. So actually quite conservative at the moment as well. Even though, if we look at it, blah blah blah, the Conservatives hate us and Liberals hate, everybody hates us. Like I say, we need balance. We need balancing. And I think even with all these changes, one of the keys to Democracy 3 is always fix the economy. If the economy works, you know, it's the economy, stupid. We have a bit of a debt that actually the debt's not too critical. it's not that catastrophic, and we actually have a good credit rating. So we shouldn't worry about that too much, but we need to fix GDP. GDP is on the floor. Skills shortage, civil uprising. Skill shortage will take time to fix, so civil uprising. Yeah, it's like a complete lack of democracy that's causing this. So what can we fix about this? Judicial independence. We can't raise this because we don't have the political power. Typical, typical, typical. Okay, let's get crime under control. Let's get crime under control. Police, lots of police. Yep. Probably intelligence. If things are really kicking off, I think we need to be a little bit kind of police drones. Lots. We're running out of power now. Community policing probably seems a little bit weak, but you know, in the long run, that's going to help. It's going to sort out some of these things. Almost run out of political capital, so go to the next turn. Right, well, amusingly, the game crashed then, and I loaded it up and played through a whole game, and then Fraps crashed and lost everything. So it's not just me, or Jeff, I can blame Jeff, it's also Fraps. So anyway, here we are again. Oh, where to start? I have a new theory, and I have a theory that everything is basically screwed because of a lack of democracy. So if we look at GDP, lots of things ruining it, and partly civil uprising is obviously a disaster. This is because of a lack of democracy. Now I think I can kind of fix a lot of these things in a subtle way. Religious persecution, for example. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Judicial independence. Yeah, so we don't have the political power at the moment to do that. Right, I'm just going to get a shortcut through to it. Civil uprising, democracy. Okay, so press freedom. Yes, we all like press freedom. What do we like? Press freedom. When do we like it? Always. Okay, so I can't change that. Sexuality discrimination. I am going to take positive action to fix this. Screw the religious conservatives. Oh, fuck it. So, lockout backlog. We have so much crime, and we can't adjust this anyway. We have so much crime. If we eradicated poverty just by throwing money at the problem, he says naively and stupidly, surely everything would be fixed. Let's do that, and let's do some green things. Green things, right? Okay, ban alcohol adverts. Yes, I think so, even though frankly this is not important right now. Polls do not look good. No shit. But look, poverty's going down. Oh yes. Unemployment. Now here's why. Watch this. This is brilliant. Okay, so what we do here, childcare provision. Oh yes, lots of it, which makes everyone more productive and also gives loads of people jobs. Trouble is, there's a catastrophic deficit as a result, but you know, it'll be alright. Also, intelligence services. I'm going to go all MI5 on people's asses. Because that's going to help with the whole crime nightmare, isn't it? I am tough on crime, tough on the causes of crime. So, how are things looking? Retired people getting kind of attached to those pensions, aren't you? But we can't afford them. So, what changes have we actually achieved? What have we achieved? Look at this. The only downside is that traffic congestion's gone up, and that is a cause of my vast improvements to GDP, which mostly imaginary at this stage. But never mind. Right, we don't really have that much political capital. Anything interesting we can tax? What's this we have here? Revenue administration. Yeah, we need to... Yeah, this informal sector is no good because I'm not getting tax from it. So we can't have any of that. Town's minority population killed. Well, that's kind of bad, but you know, you can't make an omelette, etc. Right, revenue administration. Poof. Costs nothing as well. How's the economy? The economy is not good. The economy is challenged, I think politicians say. Challenging times ahead. So education, state schools, private schools. We are vastly underfunding our schools. Even you know, Positech believes in education. We have wooden shared textbooks. You know, it's very expensive, isn't it? Maybe we spend too much on the military. Not really. If I go to expenditure, health service. Right, okay, let's just plough on. I'm going to stop playing in a minute. And another little crash, but hey, we've recovered. Stop and search, stop and search. I think we need stop and search. Of course we do. We have a crime problem. Do we have a security problem? Holy fuck. It's really just a matter of who kills me first. Unless, well, obviously, me being in power is more important than the people per se. So, yeah, lots of people with machine guns is all very well and good, but what I need is a way to really, you know, police drones. Yes, surround my presidential palace with drones and machine guns. I don't see what could go wrong. Always running out of political capital. There must be some trivial thing I can achieve. Well, see, now I've said that, that makes me sound awful. Right, I am achieving this. Heavily enforced. None of that, thank you. We now cannot... Community policing isn't going to cut it. We need guys with flamethrowers, frankly, in this situation. Will someone rid me of this crash bug? But it doesn't matter because we have autosave, so we can always carry on. Protesters occupy capital. Allow protest. I don't think so. I think we are in a situation of national emergency and we can't be encouraging this kind of nonsense. No. Disband with force. With extreme prejudice. How are things going? I mean, I can tell how things are going, but like, is anything... I'm slightly more popular with capitalists. Look, I've turned them around. Crime has fallen. Poverty has fallen. People will one day put up statues in my name. They can't see it now, but look, I have moved us towards a slightly more capitalist society. Religious persecution. Yeah, we shouldn't be having any of that, really. I have a lot of foreign relations are awful. Can we? I'm just gonna I'm gonna leave that as it is. Leave that as it is. I am going to stop here because I know death is imminent at the hands of my people, and that's just too embarrassing. Anyway, this is Democracy 3 Africa. It's not finished yet. It crashes. It's not balanced. It's impossibly hard. There is a lot of new stuff, to put it mildly. If you play Democracy 3, hopefully you will love it. If you have never played Democracy 3, don't worry, it's not as complicated as it looks by any stretch. And it will be a lot easier to play. Let's just go to the next turn and see if I'm killed or if it crashes. And there will be more video blogs. I'm going to do a lot more. This is just the first one. Oh. Well, it crashed. So I guess I'm still alive in many ways. So I think we can all take comfort in that. Thanks for watching.